Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel show, where we help people find answers for chronic health conditions, chronic health problems. All right, well, today we are going to talk about some interesting information here. Our topic is chemicals and toxins. Definitely not good stuff. And there's so many chemicals and toxins out in the world. Um, we're going to focus on a few that are pretty common here today. And then also we'll talk about kind of how this affects the body and what kind of some solutions, I guess you could say, for this, or maybe a better solution. Okay, well, let's kind of dive right into this. Very interesting information here. Let me pull this up. All right, and here we go. Coffee cups, or tea or anything like that, they put those plastic, lids on top. Well, those lids, it's interesting in kind of the scientific community, they call those cancer caps. I know it sounds horrible, but absolutely true. And that heat from that coffee rises, heats up that plastic lid, that cap, and then that drips back down back into your coffee, your tea. So those are not safe at all. Definitely full of bisphenol. When you pay with a credit card and that machine prints out the receipt, those long little paper receipts with kind of the funny feeling paper, yeah, bisphenol A is on there. So you don't want to rub that a lot. You don't want to really keep that with you. Not a good Flame retardants are in everything. Whenever you sit down on furniture, if you lay down on your mattress without a sheet, it's covered in flame retardants. That's what this stuff is. I mean, our world actually is full of flame retardants. This actually, the EPA has said this stuff is questionable as to its safety, meaning should it really even be out there and be used? But, you know, there's these companies are like, well, hey, we don't have any other options and we need to avoid things catching on fire, you know, having these flame retardants. So the government just kind of looks the other way with this stuff. It's pretty bad. A case of a high school, I think it was on the in the Missouri side, where a mercury thermometer in a science course was broken. They evacuated the building. Yeah, this is mercury, which can turn into gas readily and extremely toxic. But we can put it in our teeth as a mercury filling. Does that make sense? Now, also, when dentists dispose of mercury, there's no rules or laws. And in fact, they've actually had people go in and measure parts per million in dental offices of mercury, and they are extreme. They are a lot higher than what it would take to shut down any factory. So it's pretty scary stuff. And not to just bash the So when we talk about all these things, this whole list of all these bad, horrible toxins and things, do we just try to avoid all of them? I mean, do what you can, of course, maybe change your lifestyle if you use a lot of certain things or you're around a lot of these things a lot. In science, these are called xenobiotics, environmental toxins. And yeah, it's good to try to stay away from these, but there's no way to stay away from them all. It's impossible. So what's the real solution to this? The real solution is to work on your health, to get your body healthy, because your body has the ability to detoxify things. If we didn't have an immune system that worked, all these chemicals affecting us on a daily basis, we would all be dead right now. So it's not about the poisons. It's not about the toxins. Yeah, they're bad and they can mess up your health worse, but it's really about your body's ability to dump this stuff. Some people genetically are great detoxifiers. Some people, they treat their bodies horrible, and they do all kinds of things and they're around a lot of these chemicals. And it's like, why aren't they ever sick? Why don't they have any health problems? Their body has the ability to dump this stuff. They can readily get rid of it. Most of my patients, most people with chronic health issues, most people with autoimmune conditions, not good detoxifiers. This stuff comes in, it gets stuck, the immune system tries to attack it, it can't kill it, it's not alive. It just creates chronic inflammation and causes malfunction in the body. So we, of course, need to keep up antioxidant levels to keep this under control, but also it's finding out, what needs to be detoxified from your system properly, because your body can only dump stuff at a certain rate. And so this is one thing that we do here is we detoxify safely. There's a safe way to get rid of this stuff. And chemicals, especially, where's their main pathway of exit? It's not as through the kidneys, really, like most things, or not as much a lymphatic issue. It's more of a liver issue. The liver's got to take these chemicals and turn them from a fat-soluble form to a water-soluble form so it can exit them out. And it goes through these different phases of detoxification. So if the liver's not working right, or if it's backed up, or there's problems there, then yeah, you're not going to detoxify these things very well at all. And then not only the liver, but the liver basically dumps them into the intestines. So let's say you're a person that gets constipated a lot. Now all these toxins get stuck in your gut, and what happens then? They reabsorb back into your system. So this makes it even worse. So you've got to look at the health of your body, the liver, the intestines, actually the health of the immune system as a whole, and look at your ability to deal with this stuff, to get rid of it. Because if you don't, it's going to get stuck. It's going to cause problems. And this could be another part of your health puzzle that you're trying to figure out. All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed today and this information on toxins and chemicals. And I'd like to give a shout out to Miriam and Shelly. And hopefully everybody has enjoyed today, and enjoy your day. God bless.